Let me get everything situated for the live. What is good, y'all? What is good? What is popping, everybody? Everything situated for the live. What is good, y'all? What is good? What is popping, everybody? Everything situated for the live. What is good, y'all? What is good? What is popping, everybody? Everything situated for the live. What is good, y'all? What is good? What is popping, everybody? Everything situated for the live. What is good, y'all? What is good? What is popping, everybody? Everything situated for the live. Yo, what's good? Can everybody hear me? Is my audio messed up? Yo, what's good? Yo, what's good? Can everybody hear me? Is my audio situated now, you guys? I was having a little bit of an audio problem at the beginning of the show. Is my audio situated right now? Everybody let me know if you're hearing, let me know if you're hearing multiple echoes of my audio. I was having a little bit of an issue at the, okay, perfect, Eric. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Appreciate everybody sharing this video. You know what to do when you jump up in here. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. You heard? Yo. Everything should be good now. Just get through it. I had a little bit of an audio situation at the beginning of the show. Gonna have a major update tonight. A couple major updates. We got Elizabeth, New Jersey up in here. What is good? You know what the topic is tonight. The topic tonight, you guys, we're digging into the game in 50 Cent. Wack 100 revealed a story where 40 G-Unit West, you know who was leading G-Unit West? Spider Loke. Spider Loke was leading G-Unit West, you guys. Spider Loke was given that position after the game, pretty much turned his back on G-Unit. Thought that he was actually going to be, you know what I mean, too big. He thought he was going to be too big for the unit. When 50 Cent was really just giving him an opportunity. You know what I mean? 50 Cent was really giving the game an opportunity to turn the Black Wall Street into the biggest label that it could be. The biggest label that it could be, you guys. Appreciate everybody for tapping in on the live video. Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if Spider Loke actually does a reaction video to what Wack 100 said. I'm very interested to see if he will do a reaction video to what Wack 100 said here. You know, Wack 100 brought up details about how he first met the game. You know, a lot of people do wonder, how did Wack 100 link up with the game? How did Wack 100 get the game in his back pocket, so to speak? You know what I'm saying? How did he get the game in his back pocket, so to speak? We're going to talk about that today, you guys. A new reveal of the 50 Cent beef with the game, y'all. A new reveal has come out. Everyone thought it was good. Everyone thought it was Gucci. Everyone thought it was Gucci for the game after he released the documentary, went 5 times platinum. Everybody thought the game was probably rolling down the street, rolling in his 6'4", you know what I'm saying, down the street, and everything was Gucci. No, sometimes you're going to get pressed. Sometimes you're even going to get surrounded. Look what happened. We're going to talk about it today in full detail, but apparently 50 Cent, who had signed Spider Loc after his deal expired or went nowhere, however you want to refer to it, with Death Row, after Spider Loc's deal with Death Row went nowhere, he came over to G-Unit Records. He got an opportunity with 50 Cent. And honestly, he held it down for 50 Cent. He did everything you could expect an artist to do. You know what I mean? From get everybody to rep it. Everybody in the West Coast, I think they were calling it East Coast G-Unit Crips. I believe that's what they were saying back in the day. You know, it was almost kind of like an industry thing, I believe. But I do hope Spider Loc makes a response to what Wack 100 said today. I'm sure he will. He's got YouTube popping. I'm about to roll something up, you guys. I got some runts on deck. Let me know what y'all smoking tonight. We're about to be smoking good for this live stream, y'all. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. We're getting a little bit of information that we never knew. You know what I mean? Information that we never knew about the Game and 50 Cent rivalry. I mean, we all knew that the Game was replaced. After the West Coast representation of G-Unit left, 50 Cent pretty quickly picked up some more West Coast representations. He went and grabbed Spider Loc from Cali. He went and grabbed Hot Rod, who was actually from Arizona. You know what I mean? What is popping? What is popping? Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Yeah, salute to Yuck Mouth as well. Yuck Mouth gave me an opportunity to interview him as well. Yuck Mouth and Jay Hood actually have a project called Savages, and I was actually able to interview the both of them about that project. Getting this runts rolled up, you guys. Everybody wondering what I'm blazing. This is what I'm on tonight. Let me know what y'all are on tonight. I'm on this runts tonight, if anybody's wondering. Yo, Mikey T, what are you blazing? I'm blazing that bomb-ass runts. Blue Dream. Okay, we got that Blue Dream in the air. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Everybody share this video. Let's go. Share this video. Share this video. Everybody in here, hit that like button. We got an epic story for tonight. I'm getting a little something rolled up. And then we're going to get down into it. Damn, I wish I would have rolled this blunt a little bit fatter, but it is what it is. We got to focus on the news, man. You know, I'm focused on getting the news out there and getting a little cushion in my lungs. You know what I'm saying? I'm the chief keep of this blogging shit. What up? What up? What up? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all ready to get into this news? Y'all ready to get into this news? Y'all ready for this? Well, light up and let's get into it, you guys. Light up and let's get into it, man. So, Wack 100 was on Clubhouse. Wack 100 was asked. He said, I know the homie Park 2, the big homie from Fruits. Wack was like, that's what I was telling them. They was telling me that this lady told them that they had Compton Menace sitting out my studio. I said, that doesn't make any sense. The politics around me says Compton Menace is always around me, so he can't be against me. But I'm listening to you. And major shout out to Compton Menace, because that's my bro right there. You know what I mean? Compton Menace, I did a live about the issues with Compton Menace and Wack 100 the other night. If you guys want to check that out, just go back to my streams. It's still up there. Listen to it while you're at work. Listen to it while you're, you know what I mean, calling it a night, smoking a bunch of L's and shit. Share this video. You are now watching the Mikey T, the Movie Star Live podcast, the livest podcast on YouTube as well. Respect to all the other bloggers and shit like that. So Wack was asked, how did the big homie meet Wack? Dude said that he met big homie from the Fruits as well. Wack is like, did he tell you how we met? He's like, no, I just know that he has a lot of love for you. So we're about to get into the story. One of the stories, how Wack 100 has built up his quote unquote street cred. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that because I'm saying Wack doesn't have street cred. I'm just talking about the stories that have been there that were the building blocks for Wack 100 to get respect where he's from. This experience today is going to show you how Wack 100 actually got respect from OGs as well as new Gs, as well as industry Gs, as well as past comrades. Wack 100 used this situation where 40 dudes rolled up wanting the acknowledgement of G-Unit, of 50 Cent, of Spider Loc, of Mobb Deep. Because why wouldn't they? All for one and one for all. I'm going to rep G-Unit until it falls. G-Unit was the hottest brand. Murder Inc. before that. MMG after that. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would have laid down their hands for them G-Unit tank tops or the G-Unit sneakers or the G-Unit headbands. Whichever, take your pick. You rep G-Unit, so you get the pick of the litter. You know what I'm saying? Smoking s'mores, that's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Yes, this is the Chief Sosa. I'm the Chief Sosa of this blogging shit. I'm the Chief Sosa. Y'all are the 6ix9ines talking about, you gave me the biggest opportunity of my career. A rat will never give me an opportunity. What it do, though? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. So let's get back into it. So Wack was asked, how did he meet the OG? He was like, I had the Burgundy 500. And this might have been 04, 05. So him and Zap pulled up to the homie. And the homie just came home. Me and Suge is at the Four Seasons off Dohian and Beverly Hills. Him and Zap pull up. The homie had just got out. A phone call comes through from the west side. He said, Wack, where you at? A phone call came in from the west side. A phone call came through from the west side. That's even like a dope line right there. A phone call came through from the west side. You know what I'm saying? That phone call came through. So Wack said the phone call consisted of somebody saying, me and Game and a few other homies are here. Now, this is something, you guys, that I really didn't think I would hear Wack 100 speaking on. I didn't think this would have been the story that connected Wack 100 in the game. You know what I mean? Turns out it is. I did not think there would be a story where Wack 100 was going to be talking about the fact that G-Unit affiliates, G-Unit Goons, G-Unit representatives had the game shaken in his boots to the point where we're blocked in here. We're blocked in right now. We're just going to stay in the car. A la what happened to, they say happened to Birdman and Cash Money with 40 Glock. But I think Spider Loc said that was cap. He's like, yo, I ain't going for that. I ain't going for that shit. Spider Loc's a real one. So, listen. Wack 100 got the call from, I guess, Briss. I'm wondering if his name was actually Chris, but they call him Briss, which is pretty cool in my opinion. It is what it is. So he said, me and Game and a few other homies are here. Dudes from G-Unit. G-Unit. Dudes from G-Unit. Are you sure it's not G-Unit? What's up, Taja? I appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Definitely appreciate all the new subs. You know, this is the chat where if you throw something in the chat that pertains to the topic, I more than likely will read it out. If it adds to the conversation, you know, I definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. Nah, I don't think it was Briscoe, bro. I don't think it was Briscoe. Salute to Briscoe for giving me opportunities as well. You know what I mean? I was running around. I went to a couple club nights with Flow Rider, Strong Arm, and all that. You know what I'm saying? I done met T-Pain in the Po Boy Studios and all that. Had a conversation with T-Pain. Conversation got a little bit cut short. And let me just say, you never interrupt two millionaires in the making when they're talking. You know what I'm saying? You don't be cutting people's conversations short like that. But I got to chop it up with T-Pain for quite a bit. We got to chop it up for quite a bit. So Wack is like, I had the Burgundy 500. Wack was being asked how he met one of the big homies and like got the respect, because that's what dude on Clubhouse was saying. He's like, yo, I don't know how y'all met, but I know that he has a lot of love for you. Wack is like, I had the Burgundy 500. This is 0405. Him and Zap pulled up. The homie had just came home. And me and Sugar's at the Four Seasons off Dohean and Beverly Hills. Him and Zap pull up. Like he said, the homie just got out. A phone call comes through from the west side. He said, Wack, where are you at? Exclamation point, exclamation point, Wack, where are you at, man? I'm literally sitting in the back of a car right now, and there's like 17 vehicles behind me. I can't get out. We thought we were popping over here. You know what I'm saying? We thought we was popping over here to get a steak. Turns out G-Unit runs this area. Right. So he got the call. Wack, where are you at? Me and Game and a few other homies are here. Dudes from G-Unit have us blocked in. There's about 40 of these dudes. I tell him I'm on my way. At that time, I never met Game. Let's look at that right there. Wack 100 said, at that point in time, I didn't know Game. At that point in time, he did not know Game, y'all. It was strictly the code. It was strictly the relationships. It was strictly the loyalty that made Wack 100 want to go there. Wack 100 is going to go on to say that he got in an argument with Suge Knight. Now, what is Suge Knight? Salute to DC. Appreciate DC for tapping in. What is Suge Knight's argument, you guys, for? Guys, what's Suge Knight's argument for not wanting to help the game? Now, if we rewind a few years, because right now we're in 2005. If we rewind a few years to Suge Knight wanting to reinvent Death Row as the Row. If we look back to Nina, rest in peace, Left Eye. If we look back to Crooked Eye, Eastwood, Petey Pablo, all the artists that Suge Knight was bringing together. And the game didn't want to jump on the train. The game didn't want to do all that. In reality, Suge Knight really didn't have the shit that the game needed, even though Suge was still pulling up in the best of Mercedes. We'll get into that into a second. Share this video, y'all. Put some respect on my name. Hit that like button right now. There's 130 people in here. Hit that like button right now if you mess with the channel. I'm putting a poll up right now. Anybody who wants to vote in the poll, vote in the poll. Hit that like button. Put some respect on my name, y'all. Hit that notification bell if you want to get, you know what I'm saying? Salute, Miami. Salute Miami. Salute the Southside Jamaica Queens. Salute to everybody tapping in. Mikey T, the movie star. Mikey T, the movie star, here reporting the news live reaction to this situation. This new development. Guys, we have a new development in the 50 Cent and Game beef, y'all. So listen. Wack 100 said that he never met Game. I never met Game. Never talked to Game. Nothing about Game. It's about 05. The documentary might have come out. Well, that's inaccurate. That's 100% inaccurate. Unless it's not G-Unit. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was just when Spider Loke and Game were having problems. So that's 100% an inaccuracy that's being reported right there about the documentary not being out. Because the Game did not have beef with G-Unit until the fourth single of his album, Put You on the Game, had dropped. That was the first time when the Game was rocking only the Black Wall Street chain. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't representing G-Unit any longer. So that, this occurrence, when Spider Loke was brought on, this whole thing, this must have occurred after the documentary dropped, because 50 Cent in the Game did not start beefing until after the documentary dropped. They didn't even have that whole press conference and everything. No. So that's right there. I'm just pointing that out. So when I get up, so Wack is like, never talked to the Game, nothing about the Game. It's about 05. The documentary might have came out. So when I get up, I just met Lil Jon 7 minutes ago. When I get up, I tell Suge they got the Game blocked in. So now he's telling Suge they got the Game blocked in off Sunset. Okay, so you know nothing about the Game. So now we got to call another. Now we got to call another part of this, because what did he say? Never talked to the Game? Nothing about the Game. Okay, so you know nothing about the Game. You don't know that what Suge Knight's about to say, we don't mess with the Game. He didn't sign over here. You don't know, because you know that Spider Loke pulled up every day to death row, but Wack, you don't know about the Game's relationship with Suge. You're saying you don't know nothing about the Game. I'm just calling it like I see it. You know what I mean? I'm just reacting to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how that fits, that puzzle piece fits in. How would you not know about the Game? That makes little to no sense. It makes literally no sense that you wouldn't know the Game. You know what I mean? It's cap, as they say. It's cap that you wouldn't know the Game. The Game was running around crazy. You know what I'm saying? Big face promoting his music crazy. You know what I'm saying? Him running to all them labels, making all them relationships, running around Suge, running around Diddy, but you don't know the Game? Running around JT the bigger figure, but you don't know the Game? It doesn't make sense to me, man. You know what I'm saying? If you saw talent in the Game, if you saw a 50 Cent level of talent in the Game, maybe just say that. You know what I mean? That's cap. Exactly. I appreciate you for agreeing with me on that. It's got to be cap. How doesn't Wack 100 know anything about the Game? Like, come on. You're only solid. Did he have no buzz? Okay. He said in 2001, I was playing my PlayStation. Okay. The Death Row Road days were a little bit after 2001 as well. So he also said, so when I get up, I just meet Little Jon 7 minutes ago. And for a minute, I honestly thought he was talking about Little Jon, and I was about to tie in like the whole thing with Little Jon and Little Scrappy actually taking the deal with 50 Cent at that point, and kind of wondering what the hell went wrong with that. But I figured out it's not actually Little Jon from the music industry he was talking about. Could have used a little bit of clarification on that, but it is Clubhouse, right? So when I get up, I tell Suge they got Game blocked in. So Wack is telling Suge they got Game blocked in off Sunset by the Hyatt. We got to go see about it. He said, F the Game. He didn't want to sign with me. He didn't want to sign to me. He's on his own. What? Wack replied, you guys, that is above you. That is above you. He literally said to him, that is above you, you guys. Wack 100 at this point in time told Suge Knight, that's above you. I'm out. When I say I'm out, when I get to valet, Lil Jon is behind me. They say, shit, if you rolling, we rolling. This shit is going to automatically involve us. They tripping. So when Suge came out, Wack, Suge comes out, Wack. We don't even mess with this dude. We don't even mess with this dude. He's not death row. He's not the row. He didn't want to wear the row chain. He was like, yo, man, the row chain is so 1996, man. I'm sorry. I'm wearing the NWA chain. I got the Aftermath chain. Dre blessed me. Dre's fitting to bless me. I'm running around with Diddy. Diddy's showing me the ropes. He's doing all this making the band shit. In 2001, I was playing my PlayStation. 2002, I met Suge. I was still playing my PlayStation. 2003, I meet Diddy. I'm no longer playing PlayStation. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. So Wack tells Suge, it's above you. I'm out. So Suge comes out, Wack, we don't even mess with this dude. I said, this isn't music. This isn't music. Some shit is going on. Briss just called me, and he so happened to be with the game. He's telling me they're blocked in. We down the street. We right, and they slipping. What is wrong with you? I jump in my car, and I pull in the driveway. Wack 100 is out. You know what I mean? It just, Wack 100's words, it just so, and why wouldn't anybody believe that? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes somebody's going to be there with your close friend who you would put it all on the line for. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Or unless it's like, yo, hold up, you're with my enemy right now and you want me to come ride down on dude? Whoa. You might have to count me out on this one. But nah, 9 times out of 10, your day one calls you. You're right down the street. You know what I mean? If you're in another part of town, California's huge. You know what I mean? Wack was there. Wack wanted to show what being real was. Suge Knight spent his whole career trying to show people what being real is. You know what I'm saying, you guys? Suge Knight tried to do all of this shit in his career that he legitimately didn't even have to do. Let's be real. He didn't have to do half the stuff that he did. All he really needed to do was sit back and light a few more of those cigars. You know what I mean? That's really all he had to do. And speaking of that, we're going to get into some cigar lighting in just a minute. Nina says, I would love to have games opportunities. Yeah, the game has had some amazing opportunities, from actually getting considered by Suge Knight to actually go on to recording with JT the Bigger Figure, to actually having a sustainable relationship with Puff Daddy, to actually then going on to work with Dr. Dre, to then getting paired with the hottest rapper in the game, 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Then to getting the features from Eminem, Busta Rhymes, Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Tony Yayo. You know what I'm saying? All of Vlad, do that question. Ask him about doing the running record with Tony Yayo. That's right. Be a great question. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody tapping in on this live video. Let's get back to it though. So Wack says he pulls up. I jump in my car. I pull in the driveway. There is about 40 of them. There's about 40 of them. Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep is with them. It's about 5 to 6 with Game and Briss. When I pull into the driveway, Little John and them stop in the middle of the divide. I get out. I see Briss. I see Spider Loke. I see Spider Loke, he says. Spider Loc at this time, me and Spider Loc is good because it's right after he had left messing with Death Row and went his way. So, Wack 100 acknowledges the past relationship with Spider Loc. Now, having done an interview with Spider Loc before, I do believe Spider Loc in the game crossed paths before it was ever G-Unit. So he could explain that. You know, he has an amazing podcast where I'm sure he could actually touch on a few of those topics in a few of his episodes. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what he talks about. You know, we're always tapped in over there on his channel. Respectfully, dude, I don't even think you're in the culture, man. Respectfully. You know what I mean? Like, go live and go have fun with a viewer or two in your joint, bro. I've been doing this shit for 15 years. You know what I mean? There's a reason that people are circulating through my chat. There's a reason that major celebrities watch my videos on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? I've been circulating through this music thing for about 15 years, homie. For you to pop in and try to get your comment across, homie. Yeah, Spider Loc, the West kept secret. Talk yo shit. What up, Jay? What up, Jay? What's poppin', Jay? Jess, what up? You know how we do this shit. I don't want to hear that other shit. You know how we do this shit. Yes, they did. Yes, they did, Nina says. Wasn't Spider signed to G-Unit a few months before the game left? I do want to say that is accurate because, because Spider Loc started running around with Young Buck, got the opportunity, I want to say, at the Shorty Wanna Ride video shoot, which had to be in 2004, right? 2004, the video shoot. The Shorty Wanna Ride video shoot. So listen to this, you guys. Wack said he pulled up after getting the call from Briss that him and the game were surrounded. They were backed in. They couldn't get out with their whip. They got the call out. It's crazy. Dudes is making calls. They're blocked. They're backed in places and shit like that. You know, we got to make a call. You know what I mean? So Wack pulls up. There is about 40 of them. Mobb Deep is with them. Rest in peace, Prodigy. It's about 5 to 6 with the game in Briss. When I pulled into the driveway, Little John and them stopped in the middle of the divide, and I get out. I see Briss. I see Spider Loc. At this time, me and Spider Loc is good because it's right after he had left messing with Death Row and went his way. I said, Spider, what are we doing, homie? He's like, Wack, you know what it is. This is G-Unit. Wack, you know what it is. This is G-Unit West. G-Unit West, you guys. You know, not everybody gets to be running around dissing people all year. I'm sorry. You don't get to go on the Diss G-Unit tour all year. It's going to catch up to you. It usually catches up to you. You know what I mean? It usually is going to catch up to you when you go on your campaign like that. Oh, G-Unit this, Bad Boy this, Rockefeller that. You know what I'm saying? Mikey T that. You know what I'm saying? It's the label's fault, as 50 was saying in his most recent interview. Oh, but I run the label, so it must be my fault. Look at the situation we got right here, you guys. Look at the situation we got right here. The game's pulling up, or excuse me, Wack 100 is pulling up on an old associate in Spider Loc. Spider Loc, formerly Death Row, now repping with G-Unit, has caught the game up with everybody, all of those people right out there. Spider Loc had a major team out in the West Coast believing in 50 Cent. He had the whole West Coast was believing in 50 Cent at that point in time. Mobb Deep was doing their thing. They had actually brought in that whole different clique, 40 Glock being amongst them, I do believe. You know what I'm saying? That's where I first became aware of 40 Glock. That section was very strong. I find it really crazy. I find it really crazy that the game got caught up like this in 2005 in the West Coast. I mean, shit, we're in 2005, you guys. That's why Wack was saying, was it before the documentary dropped? I'm questioning, was it before the documentary dropped? Is this a whole, I mean, like, is this what, because why did the game only have 5 or 6 people with him? If you have Hate It or Love It out, if you have How We Do out, if you have Dreams out, if you have that #1 album out, you are not rolling around with 5 or 6 people. I'm rolling around with 5 or 6 people. You know what I'm saying? You're the game. You should be rolling around with 50 or 60 people. So for this situation to arise, I mean, I think it could be the fact that it happened so early in the game's popping career. You know what I mean? After this, the game probably made sure it never happened again. But the game also respected what Wack, let's get into it. The game really respected what Wack 100 did for him, pulling up here without even knowing who the hell he was. That's something I got to say I respect too. You know what I mean? The fact that these guys have such a camaraderie, the fact that these guys care about one another like that, that's that West Coast love. You see that shit in Atlanta. You see that shit in Florida. You know what I mean? You know, you see it. You see it out there. People coming to each other's aid. Shit. I'm not even going to put New York on blast like that because we saw what happened when Fat Joe and Jadakiss and Nas all came to Ja Rule's aid. You know what I mean? It was really only Jay-Z who did not record on Ja Rule's Blood in My Eye album, even though it was heavily speculated, you guys. Even though it was heavily speculated that Jay-Z was going to record with Ja Rule at that point. He just couldn't. You know what I mean? He just couldn't. It was evident, like, stock going down. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get back to it. So, Wack 100 sees Spider Loke. He's like, I said, Spider, what are we doing, homie? He's like, Wack, you know what it is. This is G-Unit West. I said, cool, but this looks like some gangbanging shit. You bringing 50 Cent out? We will make him get down. Right here, right now. So look at that. He said, if you're going to bring 50 Cent out, we will make him get down right here, right now. That also leads me to believe that Hate It or Love It and How We Do, the Hate It or Love It remix, you know what I'm saying? All the G-Unit shit that Game had actually done, a few of the mixtape tracks, had to have been out at this point in time. You know what I mean? The beef was on, obviously. But let's be realistic. Let's be realistic, you guys. Why doesn't Spider Loke not deserve that respect to get able to face off with the game? You know what I mean? Why does Spider Loke not deserve that respect to actually be the one to step up? You know what I mean? Spider Loke isn't no D-list G-Unit artist. Spider Loke was stepping right up there with Buck, Banks, Game, and Yayo. You know what I'm saying? Spider Loke got the looks. They put him on Thoughts of a Predicate Felon in 2005, August of 2005. That was right around this incident, I would assume. Right. They put him on the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. They started to get the ball rolling with Spider Loke. Spider Loke would even grease the wheels himself, dropping Blutiful, showing the people that he could do some shit. But let's call it like it is. You know what I mean? Spider Loke was getting some representation on some G-Unit projects. There was a reason for him to want to show his face. There was a reason for everyone to believe that Spider Loke was next up. So to say, oh, let's go get 50. All these people, believe it or not, better believe it, all these people are there because they believe in 50 Cent. All those people are there as well because they believe that Spider Loc is next up. They believe that Mobb Deep blood money is a real thing. The same people or different groups of people believed that the game was going to do it with G-Unit. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say, you know what I mean? When you get a representation, it's like when A.R.Rab got the call from Cash Money and he was like, what? You think I give a damn what they say about Drake and Nicki and Tyga? All of them are rich. You know what I mean? You look at the situation like that. I mean, shit, Suge Knight pulled up on Tupac when he was in jail and signed him for a 3-album deal. Well, I mean, if you really followed the careers of it and you saw how 50 Cent started to build Spider Loc up, or if you were in the video last night to hear me break down all of the basic, check out the video from the other night. I break down a lot of the way that the 50 Cent G-Unit artists were promoted. Like the way the game was promoted. Getting his video look in the club, right? He gets the video looking in the club. He gets the shout out on Beg for Mercy, the second single. 2003, we're talking, you guys. Next up, what do we get next, you guys? When the Chips Are Down with Lloyd Banks, Stomp with Young Buck, Certified Gangsters with Jim Jones. Then he gets his own album in January. That was the lead into the Games album, you guys. But let me get back to this right here. So Wack 100 went there and talked to Spider Loc. He's like, I said, cool, but this shit looks like some. You bring 50 out here, we will make him get down right here, right now. But this is some gang banging shit going on. And I say, Spider, we go back. I don't know what's in that Suburban. When they look back, that back window dropped. That must have been some cinematic shit right there. Wack is like, and then the back window dropped. I said, or you can just disperse. You can just disperse, and let's just say you gave Game a pass. So they're going to say they're going to give Game a pass here. Let's just say you gave Game a pass today. Right when that's going on, Suge pulls up. So they were about to give him a pass. Yo, let's just let's just put this shit all under the rug. You know what I mean? You give Game a pass, it'll be Gucci. You know what I mean? Then Suge Knight pulls up. Everything changes when Suge Knight pulls up because now the big dog has pulled up into the boardroom. You know, he's pulled up into the meeting, however you want to, you know what I mean, label it. So Suge pulls up, and this is when he had the red hardtop Bentley. They just came out. Suge gets out, and now Game's mind is racing. Why is Game's mind racing, you guys? Because now there's 40 G-Unit dudes out there who literally want the Game for making fun of G-Unit on every opportunity that he could. And now Suge Knight pulls up. Suge Knight, the guy who's getting nothing off of the Game's deal. The Game must have just thought, yo, it is a wrap for me. I got 50 here who I done screwed over. I done made songs dissing every single one of his artists. Man, it's not looking good. And now I got Suge Knight, the guy who I dodged, the guy who I managed to dodge. Oh, man, this shit ain't looking good, y'all. This shit is not looking good for me out here. I'm going to be 100% real. This shit is not looking good. Game must have been shaking in his boots at this point in time to have all the G-Unit guys out there and then to have somebody from Death Row out there. You know what I'm saying? So now Game's mind is racing. He don't know me. He don't know me from being with he don't know me. He know me from being with Suge. Okay. So Wack actually admits it. He knows me from being with Suge. Okay. So Wack 100 actually admits that Game has some sort of a knowledge of who he is. So Game actually sees, you know what I'm saying? Game actually sees Wack 100 rolling around with Suge. So he sees Wack 100 pull up. And then moments later, Suge pulls up. This is some dramatic entrance shit. This shit, it doesn't get no better than this. This has to be depicted in Showtime. You know what I mean? The way that this shit is happening. So him and Suge is beefing. Now Game's mind is racing. He don't know me from he don't know me. He don't know me. He know me's from being with Suge. Him and Suge is beefing. He don't know who that is in the middle of the streets. And he got 40 people standing in. This is Wack 100 talking about the time when the Game had 40 people standing in on him, y'all. He literally had 40 people standing in there. He literally had Suge Knight standing in there, you guys. Like, I literally can't believe this story's coming out. What the hell did the Game do to make this story come out? And you guys, you know, Drillmatic's actually dropping August 11th. August 12th, excuse me. My bad about that game. If you want to come on the channel to talk about Drillmatic game, I'm sure we'd get a couple thousand people in here and we could do a real hip hop interview. But if you want to go on the conspiracy theorist channels, that's cool as well. Do your thing, man. But if you want to come on the real hip hop channels where the real hip hop questions get asked, you know what I'm saying? Where we talk about real hip hop situations, you know what I'm saying? Then you know to come over here. And you're not going to have the conspiracy theorist all up in your videos. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have the conspiracy, you know what I mean? Analogies playing all throughout your shit. You come over here and rock with Mikey T. You know what I'm saying? You can come over here and rock with Mikey T. But let's get back into this shit. So, Game's mind is racing. Suge Knight has just pulled up in that dope shit. You know what I mean? In that red hardtop Bentley. That shit that just came out. 2005. Suge's still rolling around, pulling up in the red hardtop Bentley to the Vibe Awards. Yo, I'm going to need you to do this. Roll up on Dre. The same year. We're talking about the same year. Dude said dude said he got paid $5,000 to do the autograph and all that shit. I should have been reporting about this shit in 2005. I remember hearing about it in 2000. You know what I'm saying? I remember hearing about the shit. I should have been doing this shit in 2005. My bad, y'all. That's my fault. So Game and Suge is beefing, but he don't know who that is in the middle of the street, and he got 40 people standing in front of him, and he don't get along with Suge. We all know Game didn't get along with Suge. We all know Game didn't get along with Suge. Suge didn't sign Game. Suge wasn't signing West Coast artists back then. He was giving them the walk around. As real as anybody wants to say Suge is, as fake as anybody wants to say Suge is, let's call it like it really is. He never put out Say Hi to the Bad Guy from Crooked Eye. Suge Knight could not solidify the release dates anymore, y'all. Suge could not solidify the release dates, so that means he could not sign the major talent. He couldn't sign Juvenile after he left Birdman. He could not put something together with Petey Pablo. You know what I'm saying? We've heard about countless other meetings he took. We heard about all the jealousy he had when Dre signed Eminem. We heard about him pulling up on 50 Cent's video shoot. We heard a little bit about 50 getting revenge on him at another setting. I might go over that later on. 50 is the realest dude, man. 50's the realest dude in the game. Shout out to London. Much love to London. Appreciate London showing love to Bella K as well. She was out there working about 2 weeks ago, was it, Iceberg? She was out there running through London. You know what I'm saying? Mikey T sends a lot of love out to London as well. I appreciate everyone that spreads the word about Mikey T, the movie star, across the seas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, Rap a Lot history. I remember the game was dissing Suge a lot. You know what I mean? The game wasn't afraid to diss Suge. And you want to know what it was back then as well? It was shock value, too. It was a lot of shock value to diss Suge Knight. Popularity value. Yo, yo, yo. Vote in the poll, y'all. Oh, it looks like wow. Wow, it looks like Suge Knight is actually the one who Suge Knight was actually the one. Suge Knight was actually the one that saved game, I guess. Everybody vote in the poll right now. Vote in the poll right now. Tap in, vote in the poll. Come join me right now, y'all. Let's go. Come on, everybody, vote in the poll. I'm taking everybody's thoughts in the poll right now, y'all. Oh, I'm about to read out the poll results. I'm going to leave it up for like another 2 minutes, and then we're going to switch the poll. I'm about to put up a poll about the game's best hip. Everybody vote in the poll right now. Do you think Wack 100 really saved the game in this situation? Do you think the game actually saved, or the game? Do you think the game actually got saved by Wack 100 when there was 40 G-Unit Goons who pulled up? Wack 100 pulled some slick shit. You know what I mean? Pulled some slick shit by having a Suge Knight roll up, y'all. Oh, shit. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I was just posting up a new poll. Jalen says Suge might be out real soon. You know, Suge has been locked up since what year was it that he got locked up, you guys? Was it 2015 or 2016? I know he's been locked up for a few years now, and he actually was sentenced a few years ago to 28 years. I'm really not sure what's going on with the appeal situation. I do know they were doing some civil court stuff though, where Suge actually testified, and his testimony actually kind of looked like it was saving grace towards his case. You know what I mean? Towards the appeal of his case. But I'll discuss that on another day, y'all. That's more of a full topic. Right now, we got to go on with this story because right now the game is actually outside in front of 40 dudes. 40 G-Unit West dudes are actually standing in front of the game at this point, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Wack 100 told Suge, you know what I mean, that they needed to roll out and protect the game. But Suge is like, Wack, we don't even mess with this dude. Wack said, I said this isn't music. This is some street shit going on. The game was surrounded. Briss was surrounded. G-Unit West had him. The game was talking shit in 2005, and they already got him. They had him. It's evident. The game needed smarter people around him. This is really how the game and Wack 100 connected, y'all. Listen to this. So listen, I said this isn't music. So Briss called me. He just so happened to be with the game. Wack said he's telling me they blocked me in, surrounded me down the street. I jump in my car and pull in the driveway. So 50 Cent's group, Mobb Deep, was on the scene, apparently with Spider Loke and I guess some 37 other dudes, y'all. This is absolutely crazy. We've got artists on platinum albums right now, you guys. Mobb Deep, as I said, Spider Loke, featured on Thoughts of a Predicate Felon, featured on the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. Platinum albums that these dudes are featured on, and they're out here doing this shit, causing this commotion. It's kind of crazy. So Wack pulls up, right, you guys? Wack says there's about 40 of them. Mobb Deep is with them. It's about 5 to 6 with the game and Briss. When I pull into the driveway, Little John and them stop in the middle of the divide. I get out. I see Briss. I see Spider Loke at this time. So me and Spider Loke is good because it's right after he had left messing with Death Row and went his way. I said, Spider, what are we doing, homie? He's like, Wack, you know this is G-Unit West. I said, cool. You bring 50 Cent out. We will make him get down right here, right now. Wack 100 said, if you bring 50 Cent, Wack laid down the gauntlet. He basically told him to bring 50 Cent out, you guys. A little bit much, bring 50 Cent out, really? Like I was just saying, I'm shocked that we've got 3 platinum recording artists, 4, Mobb Deep, Prodigy, and Havoc. We've got 4 platinum recording artists out there involved in this. I'm a little shocked at this, you know what I'm saying? So, Wack is like, there's about 40 of them. Mobb Deep is with them. It's about 5 to 6 with the game and Briss. And then I pull into the driveway. I see Spider Loke at this time. And me and Spider Loke is good. Because it's right after he had left messing with Death Row and went his way. I said, Spider, what are we doing, homie? He was like, Wack, you know what it is. It's G-Unit West. G-Unit West was popping off, man. G-Unit West was popping off at this point. You know what I mean? 50 tried to give it to the game. He tried to G-Unit West, parentheses, Black Wall Street. He was going to give the game his label. I don't see why the game was making a commotion. You know what I mean? I bet you if Wack 100 was really working with the game at that point, Wack 100 could have finagled that deal to actually work. Instead, the game was working with Jimmy Henchman, which was total bullshit. Salute to Cincinnati in the building. Salute to Cincinnati. I definitely appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate Queens, New York for tapping in. Let me know what city you're in and shit like that. Hit that like button, y'all. Put some respect on my name. We got 183 people in here. Hit that like button right now. Put some respect on Mikey T, the movie star's name. You know what I'm saying? There ain't another blogger like this doing this like me. I didn't learn from nobody else. Let's clear that shit up. I didn't learn this shit from nobody else. Not on here doing this because of nobody else. I'm doing this shit because I'm an artist. Much love to Montreal, Canada. Much love to Montreal, Canada. Appreciate you for tapping in. So listen to this, guys. Game and Briss, they got like 5 other people with them. He sees Spider Loke. It's some G-Unit shit. Okay, it's some G-Unit West shit. Well, you bring 50 out here and we'll make him get down right now. I say, Spider. Wack is like, Spider, we go way back. I don't know what's in the Suburban when they look back. The Suburban back window drop. Wack's like, when that back window drop, I said, or you can disperse and let's just say you gave game a pass. So they're like, yo, we can disperse this whole shit. Let's just tell that If any of the websites grab it, Spider Loke gave the game a pass. All right, it's cool. The internet will know Spider Loke. Yeah, we might have heard that. We might have heard that they gave him a pass that day, or we might have went out there that Suge Knight gave him a pass. That's going to be up for interpretation. That's actually going to be up for interpretation. Let me get my charger real quick. My bad. That's going to be the next poll question, though. Who gave the game a pass? It's going to be, we're going to have 3 options for that. Who gave the game a pass? New Bedford, Mass. What up? What up? What up? Buffalo, what's popping? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure you show your city love in the chat. But so the chat question, the first poll question, which I'm about to end, is 58% say Wack 100 did not save the game. So wow. You know what I mean? Wack 100 was obviously a big proponent of the game getting help that night. I think that's obvious. But, I mean, I'm not going to discredit what the chat is voting because Suge Knight pulling up in that hard top red Bentley 2005 new shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit's hard. I ain't going to lie. That shit's hard right there, y'all. Who I'm putting up the poll question, y'all. I'm putting the poll question up now. So, listen. Wack is like, when that black window dropped, I said, you can just disperse. And let's say you gave game a pass today. Right then, right when that's going on, Suge pulls up. It's when he had the red hardtop Bentley. They just came out. Suge gets out. Now Game's mind is racing. He don't know. He don't know me. He knows me from being with Suge. Him and Suge is beefing. He don't know who that is in the middle of the street, and he's got 40 people standing in front of him. He don't get along with Suge. Suge gets out. He gets out. He lights a cigar. He lights a cigar, and then he leans back on the Bentley. So Suge is leaned back on the Bentley, smoking a cigar. I should have my L lit up for this. Wack says, he looks at me. I looked at him. This is some Tony Soprano shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the best way that this situation could have ever played out for Wack 100, because now you've done laid it out for the people. We all see what it is. You done had relationship with Spider Loke. Spider Loke used to work with Suge Knight. You had words with Suge Knight earlier, kind of put Suge Knight in a position to really come out and prove that he was a real one. You know, this isn't music industry related. So what that he's not releasing the documentary on the Row Records? It would have sold a fraction of the units on the Row Records. 5 million on Aftermath, probably 500,000 if you're lucky on the Row. So Suge gets out, he lights the cigar, he looks at Wack. Wack looks at him. Everyone's eyes on them, obviously. He looks back at Spider. This dude Spider who used to come to his office every day. Yeah, Spider Loke was trying to get it. You know what I mean? He was on the grind. You know what I mean? Getting the opportunity to work with Death Row at a certain point. It's like I said, it's like people getting the opportunity to work with Murder Inc. You get the opportunity to work with a label like that, you're going to feel like you're going to have the opportunity to win. There's a lot of people out there who have worked with all these labels that you can't discredit. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, Spider said, Wack, you right. We giving Game a pass today. So Suge Knight, the guy who didn't even get, salute to Baltimore. Much love to Baltimore on the tap in. Suge Knight, the guy who didn't even have the game signed, the guy who really had no say so in the game's project, actually saved the game. Let's not even point out, yo, look at it. Look at the situation. Dr. Dre put the game on. The game is a part of Dre's legacy. Suge Knight, however, may have noticed, Dre just pushed him from Aftermath to Geffen. Dre just took him out of G-Unit. This could be a play in the future that helps put me in the back pocket of the game. Now, the only problem with that, the way where Wack 100 has Suge Knight beat, you guys. Where Wack 100 has Suge Knight beat. Suge Knight didn't keep the relationships. That's the thing. You got to keep the relationships, y'all. You really got to keep the relationships when you go to all these clubs, when you go to all these different studios, when you meet all these artists, when you meet the management of the artist, when you meet any different person that's associated with the music industry, you have to keep a clean relationship with them. That is where I think Wack 100 has Suge Knight beat. What's up? What's good? So, Wack said they dispersed it. Spider Loke says we're going to give Game a pass today. We're going to give him a pass today, and what happens? Everybody dispersed. Everybody dispersed, y'all. Talked to Briss. Wack said he talked to Briss. Talked to Game. We shook hands. We left. About 2 weeks after that, Lil Jon catch the Fed case. He laid down. He do another 10. About 9 months after that, I signed Stacey Adams. This is where you hear the Game saying on the song, "Let me tell you how I met Wack. He didn't always have my back. When I met him, he was rolling with Suge." Interesting bar. When he said he popped up in the studio and he went in his pocket and he gave me everything in my pocket, he wasn't lying. Wack 100 was reminiscing more on the bar. Apparently in the bar as well, the Game actually stated that he went into his pocket, which Wack 100 is about to speak on. He went into his pocket and he gave everything to Wack. You know what I mean? He appreciated the position that Wack 100 put him in so much. Wack 100 starting to put on Stacey Adams showed Game as well. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this guy isn't just somebody that's going to help me when it comes to a situation like that. He's somebody that's actually going to be working at another situation in regard to music. So if I help him out and we start to build together, he can become ultimately powerful. You know what I mean? So Wack 100 helping the Game out in this situation, I think proved a lot to him. But let's get back into it here. So Wack is saying he signed Stacey Adams. This is where you hear the Game say all those lyrics. We already went over that. So Wack went on. He's like, Stutterbox, the dude who is a rat now. He is going to 24-hour fitness with the Game. So Stutterbutter is working out with the Game. I guess that's a little part of the story we could have left out. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Wack, for that one, I guess. But so he is going to 24-hour fitness with the Game every day. Stutterbox is my neighbor. He's telling me, hey, Wack, Games keep asking about you. Maybe Stutterbox, who's a snitch now, told me the game keeps asking about you. Okay, but thanks for the breakdown. Wack likes to break shit down as if that's going to be a scene in the documentary. Stutterbox is going to get a scene in the live edition of the documentary. He's going to be working out with the game and shit. I like it, fleshing out your story. Hey, Wack, game keeps asking about you. He's telling me you did him a solid. Solid. A solid. You saved the man's career. You know what I'm saying? You saved the man's career. If they would have had video of that was all over World Star, they would have made Game literally look like that guy from the Change of Heart video. You know what I mean? They would have literally made him look so crazy. But at this point, you know what I mean? But at this point, you guys, the documentary was already doing numbers anyways. It couldn't be denied. It's still looked at as the Game's biggest album to this date. So, Wack is like, I didn't do that for nothing. I'm straight. He wanted me to give you his number. So when I signed Stacey Adam, I thought this might be a good play to get a feature with him and Stacey. I called the number. Hey, homie, I need to pull up on you. He said, I'm in the studio recording LAX. I'm in the studio recording LAX, y'all. LAX, the album that followed The Doctor's Advocate. The Game was still on a roll. People want to say, oh, Mikey T, the Game hasn't had a hit since Hate It or Love It. That is inaccurate. The Game had many hits. The Game had a hit on his third album as well. Game's Pain. You know what I'm saying? Game's Pain was a dope song. Go check it out. I don't think a lot of people put enough respect on that song. And while you're doing that, put some respect on this the like button and hit that like button, y'all. Show some love to the video. I think it's pretty evident here that Wack 100 and Suge Knight came up with a ploy. You know what I mean? Well, not a ploy. It's not really a ploy. Their aura is what made everything stop that day. The fact that them two came together and did that, it shows you right there how much influence, you know what I mean? It shows you how much influence that the two of them had together. The fact that they could pull up and stop 50 Cent's label, I'm sorry, but nothing could stop 50 Cent's label in 2005. You know what I'm saying? Nothing could stop G-Unit. How the hell did Suge Knight stop G-Unit in 2005? 50, you have some explaining to do, my friend. The Goons had Game shook. It's evident. They was calling for backup. Yeah, that JP, that was the whole situation with Lil Wayne, though, bro. So, this is dope, though. It shows you right there. Honestly, it shows you right there how much respect Game actually had, because that was the Game's peak career. I want to check out a okay. Okay, so that doesn't really add up time wise. Well, I will say this, man. It was majorly authentic. It was Is authentic really the word for that? It was real that the game invited Wack 100 to come to the studio when he was recording LAX. He could have easily just forgot about that shit. Whoa, hold on. 1 second. LAX. 1 second, you guys. The game wasn't recording LAX until 2007. The game wasn't recording LAX until at least 2007. LAX did not drop until 2008. August, I want to say 2008. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow, that's crazy. So you're telling me this situation happened in 2005 and then the game told you to pull up in his studio in 2008? I take back what I said about that shit being real. My bad about that. Like, I didn't realize it was that long of time. So the man waited until after the doctor's advocate. Yeah, exactly, Jay. Like, that just blew my mind. You know what I mean? That I'd even put that together in the story until, like, I obviously couldn't miss it. You know what I mean? The night we're talking about, bro, when Game was surrounded by 40 G-Unit cats. Game was surrounded by 40 G-Unit cats. So he's like, I'm in the studio recording LAX. So obviously this is the years later, I guess. Pull up on me. He was at Encore Studio in the back room. When I walked into the room, he's in the vocal booth. He motioned for me to come into the room. When I go into the room, he goes into his pockets and gives me everything he had. I said, look, I don't want this. I want a feature. He said, keep that. I'm going to do a feature too. That's how me and Game got started. Man, pretty dope. Me and Game, a few other homies from G-Unit. It was so fun. That's how they got started, man. So Game rapped about it on the song, I guess, that he did with Wack's old artist. And he actually lived up to it. But let me check out the poll. Who do y'all think, after listening to that story, who was it that got the Game a pass that night? Hey, 40% of the people watching are saying Wack 100 got the Game the pass that night. 40% of the people are saying that Wack 100 is the one who got Game the pass that night. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, you guys. Pretty interesting to see that. A lot of people I would think it was Suge Knight. A lot of people I would think it was Spider Loke. But I mean, that shows Suge Knight has 36% of the votes, and Spider Loke actually has 24% of the votes. Sorry, man. MV said, don't like the fact that the game still name drops, like on the LA Leakers freestyle. The G-Unit beef was years ago. Move on, Game. Move on, Game. Yeah, I actually covered that the other night. You know what I mean? When he was dissing Lloyd Banks and Young Buck. And when he was actually, talking about, yo, if you don't see me with the aftermath chain, don't ask about Dre. you know, and then he showed on there that he actually, you know what I mean? He actually showed that he had no aftermath chain. We all know the game hasn't really been associated with aftermath for a number of years, though. You know what I mean? Let me see. What was that quick? Venom says, I think Game misses G-Unit. I mean, I think if Game were to get back with G-Unit, it would be the best opportunity that they had to blow up again. You know what I mean? And actually sell some records again. You know what I mean? Thuggin D says this was the after he dissed 50. Yeah, it had to be after he dissed 50. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's like, why would they have pulled up on him? You know what I mean? Why would G Unit? He would have been in control. First of all, he would have been in control of G Unit West if he was still with 50. Because at first, from my knowledge as a fan, G Unit West was supposed to be the Black Wall Street, just like Cashville Records with Young Buck was supposed to be G-Unit South. They were going to have their own names, but they were essentially going to be G-Unit South, G-Unit West. There was going to be a G-Unit New York. You know what I mean? Essentially, this is the way that the labels were really going to be run. And I wish the best to Little Durk. I just want to say I wish the best to Little Durk. Little Durk actually put out a message where he said he's going to be taking some time to consider his health. Really tragic what happened to Durk. He, you know, he's one hell of a performer for all of us. You know what I mean? He's really given his all when it comes to being a musical performer. Left his old lifestyle alone to truly embrace being an entertainer. And I just know he needs to take this time right now after everything that just happened, man. And I respect the fact that he's taking this time right now. He put out a message and said that he's going to focus on his health. I totally respect it. You know what I mean? Dirk has given so much to us as fans. You know what I mean? Us getting to watch the things that he's done. We know Dirk will be back when he feels right to come back. This is very unfortunate what happened at the show with you know what I mean? And now, look, you know, he's kind of messed up right now and shit, man. I wish the best for Dirk. You know what I'm saying? I wish the best for Dirk. And it looks like he's going to take the appropriate measures to actually make sure the best is done. Yeah. Plus, you know, Dirk, I did one of my best interviews, younger interviews with Dirk. You know what I mean? So, you know, my heart's with Dirk. You know what I mean? I know all the fans' hearts with Dirk. I know he's getting messages on top of messages right now from all of the considerate fans out there. You know what I mean? We can't take we don't. I know we don't. We don't take these guys lightly who we look to, you know what I mean, every day when we're looking through our music and we're playing different music to get through everything that we're going through on a daily basis, whether we're getting through a drive or we're getting through work or we're studying for interviews. You know what I'm saying? $40? Yeah, 40 man got embarrassed. 40 Glock got embarrassed after the pool party. 40 Glock just really couldn't sneak out of that pool party quick enough. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have been at the pool party, man. But I mean, shit, who's going to stop somebody from going to a pool party? It's like, yo, I'm going to the pool party. It's a pool party. I'll go if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a look at the poll. It's looking like Wack 100. It's looking like Wack 100 actually is taking the lead on this one, you guys. Wack 100 is taking the lead. Who got the game a pass that night? It's looking like Wack 100 is taking the lead. 41%, 35% for Suge, 24% for Spider-Lope. Yeah, 40 Glock was just at the party. You know, he got caught up a little bit. He got caught up a little bit at the party. But at the listen, I'm doing some open questions. Let's do some open questions. You're watching the Mikey T, the Movie Star podcast. I always do open questions on my podcast. It's a topic for another day. It's me, bro. The whole loss aspect of that's a topic for another day. Unless you ask a question. You know what I mean? But anybody can ask a question right now. Whatever they want to ask, Mikey T, the Movie Star, is going to answer. Smoking on that gas. Much love to London. Much love to LA. Much love to London. Much love to LA. What you smoking? Does this help Game's upcoming album? The album drops August 12th. The album drops August 12th. Honestly, that's a question I've asked as well. Does this help the Game's Drillmatic album? Because through all of this promotion, you guys, I'm not seeing any Drillmatic posters. I'm not seeing anything of it. I'm not seeing anything of the sort. You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing anything to promote Drillmatic. When Wack 100 had the attention of 100,000 people, he might still have that same attention. Not saying he doesn't. Where was the Drillmatic post then? After that whole incident with Tiny Draws, when all eyes were on Wack, where was the Drillmatic promo? Jet Fuel OG. Okay. Marathon LA. That's what you're smoking. It's me, bruh. Everybody put it, where you from? What city you in? What you smoking? I want to know. You know, I always have the livest debates. You know, we always have the livest debates on this YouTube channel. Love, love, love LA. We'll talk about Mason Cameron. We'll talk about Mason Cameron probably tomorrow. If I want to do a special live, I'll talk about Mason Cameron, Children of the Corn. Rest in peace, Big L. Talking about faking it till you make it. Fake it till you make it so much that your best friends hate it. Fake it till you make it so much that your best friends hate you. Probably mad. Actually, let me cut that shit off. Save it for the album. Let me save it for the album, baby. Let me save it for the album. Let me save that shit for the album, you heard? Ooh, Mace. Mace. Mace is a cool ass artist. You know what I'm saying? Mace is a cool ass artist, but You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to recognize what platforms to get on. You know, a lot of these artists don't really jump on the poppin' platforms until they recognize it. You know what I mean? He saw that Gilly has that poppin' platform with Wallow and shit. So in all honesty, it made absolute sense. It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer for this man to jump on that podcast. But yeah, what a crazy. Oh, word. I'm gonna check out the interview though. I'll probably do a recap of the interview. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to check it out because I want to hear what he's got to say about Cam in more detail. I want to hear if they bring up L. You know what I'm saying? Who do I like right now? Who do I like right now for the newer artists? I like everybody that Gilly and Wallow are bringing up on the show. You know what I mean? They're bringing up all the guys right now that deserve the looks. You know, if you want any of those answers, just go onto the $1 Million Worth of Game channel and you'll see pretty much all of the hottest new artists. But they're not bugging. You know what I mean? They're not bugging. You know what I mean? They got Mace on the show and he's a legend. So they know that their platform has to be used to actually interview some of the people who don't speak out as much. Like another example of what I was talking about with the guys who do interviews on other smaller platforms, that's like Jay Prince. Jay Prince had done a number of interviews on Clubhouse or smaller platforms until he made this run on $1 Million Worth of Game. Oh, Millie's is dope as hell, man. Millie's is dope as hell. Really appreciate Millie's giving me the opportunity to interview him. You know what I mean? He's out of here. Blanco 5. What's he following up? Yo, get money. What's Millie's following Blanco 5 up with? Let's do another poll. Let's do another poll. Okay, let me get this poll up. I'm about to put up a new poll, y'all. Oh. All right, poll is up now. Poll is up now. Everybody. Nah, Nori's the shit, man. Nori is the shit. Nori's the shit. You can't. All those guys, like Gilly actually explained to me, Gilly is not trying to compete with Joe Budden. He's not trying to compete with Nori. He's not trying to compete with academics. He's eating with all them. You know what I mean? He seriously is. He's eating with all them, y'all. Let's go. Everybody vote in the poll right now. Who's everybody voting for? I want to know who y'all mess with. I want to know who everybody messes with in here, man. Let's not cap. Let's not cap. Let's not cap. I want everybody to vote. Everybody vote up in this poll right now, y'all. Vote in the poll right now, you guys. Everybody vote. The top East Coast artist right now. I want everybody to vote in the poll. I'm about to check the numbers. I want to know what everybody's saying out there. I want to know who everybody's voting for. Put it in the chat as well. I'll read it off. You heard? Put it in the chat. I'll read it off. Vado's dope as hell. Vado's dope as hell. There we go. Got a couple up. Yo, bro. Pop up out of my live then, man. Yeah, Lucci. I actually reviewed the Lobby Boys album. Yeah, Ahmed. Vado definitely goes in. I did an interview with Vado back in the day. You know what I mean? When he was in the UN with Cam and shit. Yeah, Vado is dope-ass artist, man. But let me check out the poll. What's going on? We got the best East Coast rapper right now. We got 53%. 53% for Dave East. Yo, Ahmed, I appreciate you, bro. Oh, Sue Surf is lit as hell. Sue Surf is lit as hell. We was actually just talking about him in the stream last night. Looks like I'm going to have to roll up another L. But that, hold on. That better not be no problem. No. There we go. We Gucci. We Gucci. Hell yeah, man. Open questions, guys. It's open question time. I'm looking at the polls. I'm looking over the polls. I want to see what's going on in the polls right now. Let me read out some of the polls that I had up earlier. So, who was the game's best hip-hop beef? Who was his best hip-hop feud? Okay. Let me get rid of this shit. Okay. The Game versus 50 Cent obviously won that. I also had the Game versus Suge Knight, the Game versus Joe Budden, the Game versus Jay-Z, and also the Game and Little Durk actually went at it, and it was pretty epic. And then I also did a poll, celebrity boxing, 50 Cent or the Game. We got 87% of the people said 50 Cent, 13% of the people said the Game. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I'm about to roll something up, though, you guys. Really appreciate everybody tapping in on the live tonight. This is the Mikey T, the Movie Star Podcast. If you were wondering what it is, make sure y'all hit that notification bell and the subscription button so you're subscribed to this video. I'm going to give y'all another minute to vote on this poll. That's right. Best East Coast rapper right now. We got 102 people in here. Hit that like button, y'all, and vote in the poll right now. Vote in the poll right now, y'all. I'm about to end the poll in about 1 minute. Get some chronic twisted up. About to get some chronic twisted up. Oh, damn. That is a wrap. I spend a Porsche, bro. I spend a Porsche. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, Millie's and Dave East actually did some amazing work together as well. You know what I mean? But Millie's cracking the Billboard. Blanco. Somebody tell me, what's the follow-up project to Blanco 5? What's the follow-up to Blanco 5? I know there's got to be a follow-up title out there. What's Millie's next project called? Somebody let me know. Damn, it looks like I got to go. Looks like I got to go. Woo! You can still smell it even though it's not there. It looks like I got finished it out. I got to go grab one. Why y'all let these other bloggers act like they can mess with me? Why y'all let these other bloggers act like they can mess with me? Huh? How come these other bloggers think they can touch me? Huh? I don't know, man. I don't think they want to get into the deep end. I don't think they want to swim with the sharks. Huh? Huh? They call Lil Reese the Chicago Grim Reaper. I'm the blogger Grim Reaper. Careers coming to an end. Mikey T was probably there. Let me see what I got here. Got some good shit. Woo! Everybody thinks I'm capping. Dudes be thinking I'm capping. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be thinking I'm capping sometimes. They're like, oh, Mikey T's like one of them dudes that be breaking fake cameras and be flashing fake money and shit like that. Nah. Millie's is rocking with Jadakiss, yeah. Let's not go there, man. I ain't trying to give these dudes my response. I ain't trying to give these dudes my response tonight. You know what I'm saying? We'll wait until I'm on one of the, you know what I'm saying? We'll wait until I'm on one of the most syndicated networks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I needed a little bit of chronic actually. And that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But I don't got it. But I don't got my shit right? You started your shit because you heard about my shit while you were in your jail, while you were locked up for that shit that you claimed that you didn't really do. And then you heard about my shit. But I got my idea off of you. Right. Believe me, none of my ideas ever came from another blogger. I'll tell you that much. None of my ideas came, you know what I'm saying? None of my ideas come from another blogger. They can all look at themselves like bloggers. I'm an artist. All these dudes, they're so content with calling themselves bloggers and hip-hop influencers and all this other different type of names. I'm an artist, man. I'm an artist. Mikey T, the movie star. I'm an artist. Wait till you see the shit I run up. You think I'm going to be running up blogging? We're going to control the internet. We're going to control the television. We're going to control the movie theaters. We're going to control the Billboard charts. We're going to control the box office. Right. Y'all can have the internet. I'll leave you a little space. You know what I mean? You can blog about the box office success. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Runts Life. Main Flow, what up, bro? You can smell that through the live. You can smell it through the live, baby. Yeah, let them be reactioners. Label them reactioners. I'm sorry, man. Lord Akim needs an interview. Lord Akim needs an interview. He doesn't need somebody holding a phone up for 5 minutes until the yo, you know what, man? I did too much playback on this, man. I'm gonna chill. I've got to use my hand to lift up a sangria a little bit later. I'm gonna need to be lifting. I don't know where Five God is. Five God doesn't want to tap in. You know what I mean? But that's all good. You know what I mean? If dudes don't want to actually tap in and promote their career, you know what I mean? That's why I'm not on here saying no crazy shit. I said Lord Akim needs an interview. He doesn't need a dude to hold up in his acapella raps for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? The dude needs an interview. The dude needs his story out there for the people to hear. When I log in, there's no way for me to, you know what I'm saying? I asked dudes about him. They don't remember his name. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't put his name on the video. How do you think everybody started remembering all these big brands like Maybach Music? How do you think everybody started remembering these big brands like Ja Rule? Do you know what Ja Rule did? Or were you locked up pretending to be somebody that you're not? Do you know what Murder Inc. did? Do you know what Irv Gotti did? That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Before you diss him and call him DJ Irv, put some respect on the man's name. The dude actually put joints in his albums, in the album fillers that said Black Child album coming July 2001, 2002, whatever the hell it was. Cadillac Tie album coming. Vita album coming. You know what I'm saying? Murder Inc. Presents coming. The dude actually had great marketing skills. You know, he lets you, everybody knows the names. We don't know why the hell the albums didn't come out. You know what I mean? Everybody knows the names. We don't know why the albums didn't come out, but they at least had an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So if any of those guys, like I said, if anybody comes to the channel that has something positive to put forth and good conversation to put forth, you can come on here and actually tap in and have conversation with me. You know, I don't be trying to stunt on artists trying to do their things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that CEO that doesn't put your name all up in the videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude that is going to get hit up by the producer of the beat 7 years from then talking about, yo, you got the record blew up. It's time to pay me. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was too busy spending the money. I'm going to chill out right there. I'm going to chill out because you know what? I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for VH1. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to save it for MTV. When I'm at the MTV Video Awards and I'm talking about the dirty sector of YouTube, you guys, I'm going to be talking, yo, F you. They're going to be like, Mikey T, you weren't supposed to say that live on the show. I'm going to be like, yeah, who cares? I'm going to be like, who cares? You thought 50 Cent was bad? I'm Mikey T, the movie star. So I hope y'all got your game plan right. Because when I'm on these red carpets, it's going to be a free-for-all. You know what I'm saying? When I'm inside these buildings, it's going to be worse than when people said 50 Cent had this shit wrapped up. Let's just be real. And damn, where's my grinder? My dude actually, he finally told me how to use a grinder the other day. He's like, yo, Mikey, you're just supposed to twist it like twice. Yo, man, miss me with that, bro. You know I have people rolling. You know I'm like Snoop. I'm gonna have the blunt roller and shit like that. I'm gonna have the blunt roller. You know what I'm saying? all that. I've been rolling my own L's since I was like 15. You know what I mean? Since I figured out you could save weed rolling up your own L's. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nobody roll up your L's. You're going to save a whole lot of weed. You know what I'm saying? And I heard there's some interesting celebrity boxing shit going on. I got a bunch of dope interviews coming up this week. You know what I'm saying? I really got a lot of work to do this week, you guys. Plus a lot of shit to actually cook up and edit. Plus a whole lot of news coverage to do on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So just be expecting a whole lot of upcoming projects from me. But I know you all are continuously tapped in anyways. You know what I mean? I want everybody on here to follow me on the gram. I would appreciate that. But more importantly than following me on the gram, make sure you're subscribed here and make sure you have the notification bell, because I always try to make sure everybody in here feels like more than a fan or feels more than like a supporter. I want y'all to feel like you have a voice in what we're talking about. That's why I try to respond. You know what I mean? That's why I try to respond to actually almost every single question I can in the chat. You know what I mean? I try to respond to everybody because I want y'all to feel like you're right here having this conversation with me. That's what's different about what we're doing. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. At this point, I don't have no management. When them big boy managers reach out, they're like, yo, this is the guy that put that. Yo, man, we done. You already know what it is. Then Mikey T is going to go on that superstar shit. But right now, you got the real, raw, uncut Mikey T, the movie star, y'all. You literally got the real, raw, uncut Mikey T, the movie star. And, you know, we going pretty far in what we've been doing anyways. But I hope everybody... Hold on one second. My shit's about to die right now, and that ain't even wavy. My shit's about to die right now, and that ain't even wavy. Free Max B. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I appreciate everybody tuning in on this live tonight, man. Yo, man, this dude right here he's tapping in. You're watching the best podcast, the best interviewer, the interview god right now. I'm the interview god. This is the Mikey T, the Movie Star Podcast. I want everybody in here to hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's go. Hit the like button, everybody in here. Show some love to the chat. I'm about to end this poll, though. Looks like Dave East took the poll. Salute to Dave East. Salute to everybody in the poll. Millies, Lobby Boys. Really love the Lobby Boys album. Millie's new Blanco 5 album. Fabio Foreign, obviously, the most lit dude. It's all good, Rigo, man. This is the most live interactive podcast where we actually talk to the people in the chat. Tonight, we were actually discussing what Wack 100 was saying about all the G-Unit West guys, all 50 Cent's G-Unit cats, Mobb Deep, Spider Loke, and just a bunch of other people actually pulling up on the game. And then Wack 100 and Suge Knight having to show up there to pretty much make sure Game walked away unscathed. You know what I mean? The Game kind of walked away like he was, you know, flying away on cloud nine. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, go along with everything, with all the good promotion from the documentary. Bro, you done got surrounded by 40 people. Shit ain't peaches and cream right now. You know what I mean? Shit is not peaches and cream. You are surrounded, bro. I understand everything feels good. You're selling 5 million. 5-time platinum. They couldn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Oh. Keep it clean in the chat, though, bro. Keep it clean in the chat. Yo, I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. I'm going to take some final questions. If anybody has any final questions before we get out of here tonight, y'all can hit me with those final questions. I always do that at the end of my lives. I always do open questions with everybody. I always do the open questions. I always do the open questions. Salute to my guy, Benny the Butcher. Salute to my guy, Benny the Butcher. Definitely one of the dopest in the, well, my favorite rapper in the game right now, period. But yeah, man. But yeah, yo, for everybody that is just tapping in, hit that rewind button. Everybody who's just tapping in, hit that rewind button. Make sure you drop a comment in the comment section. I really appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight, man. It's Mikey T, the movie star, but I'm out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, all right? Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when I go live. Peace.